Hello students, today we are going to discuss one more topic of your chapter energy. It's a potential energy. As we discussed that ability to do work is known as your energy. Broadly or generally we have two types of energy, potential energy and kinetic energy. Depending upon the condition we have two types of energy. In each type of energy, whether potential or kinetic, we have various subparts or subtypes of energy. So first we discuss about main part, that is potential energy. Potential energy is a type of energy which is present in a body due to its position. Potential means position. In this case, we consider potential as a position. For example, suppose we are raising this duster up to a height. Then what we have? Due to the raising of height, one type of energy is stored in this one. And when we leave this duster, what happens? This duster start to fall and hit the surface like this. So in this case, the energy stored in the duster while raising upward is a type of potential energy known as your gravitational potential energy. So what this discussed, as we discussed that if we raise the body up to height, body has stored energy, and that stored energy is known as your potential energy. But due to we are doing the work against the gravity, the energy stored inside the body, when we leave it, moves towards the gravity. So it is known as your gravitational potential energy. I am using a short form of potential energy. It's a P dot E dot. Clear? It's the gravitational potential energy. Now, take an example of your spring. One spring is there. We take example of spring. If we compress the spring more and more, what we observe? We observe that energy is stored in that spring, and when we leave that force, that applied force from the spring, the spring move very rapidly. See this example. Where is my pen? Suppose we have one spring likewise, and we try to compress with the force, and we have compressed spring like, and we have applied one brick is there of some force. Clear? If we push it and we apply force and we give to try to compress it by using this, okay, it is a block of some block and we are applying some force. Clear? We are applying some force on the block. First we place the block, apply some force from upward towards downwards. What happened? The spring is compressed from this part to this part. As soon as we release this force, what happened? The spring regain its original or initial state and throw the block away from the spring with a large force. This example gives you that when we compress the spring, some energy is stored in this spring. So this is according to the position of the spring, it is a potential. But if we consider the type of your energy, actually it is a elastic potential energy. It is an example of elastic potential energy. This raising the duster is an example of gravitational potential energy. Now we discuss the subtype of potential energy. What is the potential energy? We need to discuss. So potential energy is the energy stored in the body due to its position is known as a potential energy. Okay. So this is the definition of your potential energy. The energy possessed by a body due to its position or configuration is known as your potential energy. Now, mathematically when we express this potential energy is expressed as a potential energy equals to, it says that weight of the body, weight itself is a force, multiplied by distance so let me clear this expression first. Suppose this expression come from where? Suppose we have we have a body placed in a platform and we try to lift this body upward. What is energy? Ability to do work, and I am doing the same work, this type of work. I raise the body, this body up to a height from the platform, from its initial position. Means what? I apply a force to raise a body up to a distance. So when I apply a force, this body, when we raise a body upward direction, suppose this is at this place, we raise a body, so a gravitational pull is there in between body and your surface. This gravitational pull is known as your weight, and as we know, weight is nothing but it's a product of mass m and gravity, acceleration due to gravity, g, mg. This small g is not the symbol of gram, it is the symbol of acceleration due to gravity, where g equals to acceleration due to gravity. Now when we place the formula, this concept comes from this part. Now therefore we can easily write down that potential energy PE equals to weight of the body is what? It's m into g, and distance, that is your height h. This is the formula of potential energy. This we use to derive the formula. This is the mathematical expression. Then you must write down what is m, what is g, what is h. I am writing over here. M is the mass, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is a height. H is a height up to which that body is raised. This is the concept of potential energy. Now there are various examples of potential energy. You must read and try to find out that which type of energy we have, which type of potential energy we have in each case. Now from this again I am explaining you what is about the type of potential energy. Here we have two words. We have position or we have configuration. There are two words in the definition of potential energy. So depending upon the position, we have a gravitational potential energy, and depending upon the configuration, we have elastic potential energy. So what are they? Let me write this part. The potential energy possessed by a body above the surface, at a height above the surface or ground, whatever you want, right? The energy, potential energy possessed by a body above at a height above the surface. I am not having the complete definition. Potential energy possessed by a body at a height above the surface is known as your gravitational potential energy, or simply GPE is known as your gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. Now, the second word, configuration. The potential energy possessed by a body due to change in its shape. Configuration or shape is called elastic potential energy. That is the example of spring. Elastic potential energy. So this is a concept of potential energy, gravitational potential energy, or elastic potential energy. In case of elastic potential energy, that mechanical watch is the best example. We wind the key so that it is stored in the watch, and gradually it loses so that watch can run. Elastic potential energy, other example is we pull the catapult's elastic part to throw the stone, that is elastic potential energy. In this case, we raise a body up to height, that is your gravitational potential energy. Now, as we know that formula is mgh, we can solve the numericals. I solve the numericals at the end of the video of this chapter, not right now. At the end of the, I make a video, a combined video of numericals. Then, till then, all of you read this potential energy in your book. That's all for today. Thank you.